Hey guys, so today is Saturday, September 10th, but more importantly, today is recognized around the world as being Suicide Prevention Day. It's the culmination of an entire week that's dedicated to raising awareness and ultimately preventing suicide. You know, if you're anything like me, you're probably not going to spend the time to read like a long, verbose Facebook post. You know, one of those that you have to click see more like 5 times just to read it. So I'm not going to write anything, but I wanted to take just a moment and compile some thoughts into this video with the hopes that it would be both informative and ultimately encouraging. So it's a very deep topic. Pain, suffering, hurt, loss. Our world is filled with those things, and we've all felt the effects of any of those things, at least to some degree. But it's interesting to think, there are some people that we come into contact with on a daily basis who are going through such intense pain, such hurting, that the only escape, the only respite, the only relief, really, that they could experience is found through ending their life altogether. So I want to spend, just a little bit of time even just looking at statistically. Statistically speaking, it's estimated, I know, in a recent poll, and the numbers do vary, poll to poll, I guess, by survey, but it's estimated that approximately 800,000 people will end their own lives by suicide each year. And if we break that down, that's approximately 3,000 people every day. And we think about other causes of death. For example, we think of a terrorist attack. I know this weekend we're coming up on the anniversary of September 11th. So 9/11, we look at that event, and that's an absolute tragedy. It's approximated that 3,000 people were killed on 9/11. Okay? And America responded to that. We addressed what happened. We did all that we could to right that wrong. Why? Because 3,000 people lost their lives. Okay? And I don't want to undermine what took place on that day. That was a tragedy. Okay, but what I want to do is take just a second to think, 800,000 people are not being mercilessly murdered by terrorists. No, 800,000 people are ending their own lives each year. 3,000 people will end their own lives each day. Okay, so it begs the question be asked, what are we doing to address that? And more importantly, I think, how can we do something to address that? So, I want to take just a really quick second and address 3 groups of people here really quickly. First group, those of you who are watching this, my Facebook friends, right? To you, I would say, we have a responsibility to the people around us. The fact is, this is a broken world, and it's filled with hurting people. I think we use the excuse, I didn't know that this person was going through that. I didn't know they were hurting to that degree. I never saw this coming. And I don't think that we can use that excuse. If we're truly reaching out and investing in lives, we shouldn't be able to use that excuse. I think that we, and I include myself, we are, walk through life so consumed and so concerned with our own happiness that we fail to see the people around us, the needs around us. We ask ourselves every week, wonder what I'm doing this weekend. Wonder if I'm going to hang out with my friends, do something fun. And we don't see, for example, the kid stuck in his dorm room on a Friday night because he doesn't have any friends. Nobody that cares, nobody that would, ask him to join. And so he feels alone, he feels isolated and rejected, and we do nothing about it. Maybe we see it, but we don't reach out, okay? That's a missed opportunity. So first of all, I would just say, reach out, don't miss opportunities to invest in the lives of hurting people. As a Christian, I believe that we have hope. I truly do believe that Jesus Christ came to this earth to offer life, okay, both a purpose in this life and a hope in this life, and also life eternal. So that's the second group I want to address. To those of you who are Christians or who name the name of Christ, you have hope. Okay, that's a gift. Don't hoard that. Don't keep that to yourself. Freely give that. Share that. The world is desperate for something to hold on to, something to cling to when life hits hard. You have hope. Share it. Share it with hurting people. And the last group of you that I want to quickly address, some of you, and I would be remiss to think or assume that it's a small number. I think it's a very great many of you who are watching this. Some of you are walking through something so painful, such hurt that it feels suffocating. It feels like all you long for is to gasp and gulp in a breath of air, but you can't seem to find it in this life. To you, I would say, your life matters. Okay? There is hope. There is a purpose in this life. There is a purpose to what you're going through. Be willing to be transparent. Talk with someone. Get the help that you need. You're not alone. Don't give up. So to kind of summarize all this really quickly, in a sense, I think that it's a really good thing that we have a day like this, that we can, raise awareness, and I would hope that it would cause all of us, to think and also be more aware of people around us, knowing that each individual that we meet is going through something that we know nothing about. We can't fully sympathize. We can't fully understand. But there is hope. Christ offers hope. And we can have an effect on people's lives and ultimately have an impact on the world around us.